Good morning, everybody. How are we all this morning? Hope you can hear me okay. Let me just check that everyone can hear me. Somebody want to tell me that they can? Would be wonderful. Morning, Mary Jo from Arkansas. Good morning, Rach from South Australia. Can you one of you guys just let me know for sure that you can actually hear me okay? Or someone. Okay, let me find out what's going on. If I watch this, will I get more money on eBay? Yes, definitely, for sure. Absolutely, Octo. That's a a done. Rach Ken said she can hear me now. Good. Mary Jo said she can hear me fine. Excellent. Excellent. Well, as you can see by my name today, I'm a very grumpy granny. Because the biggest news of the day, which happened late yesterday, was that the variation listing tool is broken. Like, honestly, what is eBay doing? They do all these updates, but they don't, and then they break things that aren't broken. They're trying to make improvements and they're not working. And, when doing variation listings is a vital part of your business, and I can well imagine there would be sellers out there that's all they do is variations. What are they supposed to do? Because it doesn't work. So, yes, I'm very grumpy about that. So then I got to thinking, well, okay, so I know it's the big summer update. It's not summer here, but, the US summer update, as they call it. And I began to wonder, well, what else is going on in that update? Is there anything else that we should be concerned about? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. The other interesting thing is I've been wondering what's going on with eBay, the store banners. Because let me just get this up. Because there's been like this very strange amount of people actually using my video that I made about how to make an eBay banner. And most of the search results, how people are finding it is on Google. So people are going onto Google, typing in how to make an eBay banner, and mine's popping up second on the list. And the one above me is 4 years old, so they're coming to mine because mine's newer. And yeah, so is it in the US or something? Is there sort of, or is it? Do you think it's just because things are so slow with sales at the moment that people are looking to do everything that they can to get their stores up and running well? That's what I began to wonder. Is that the case? Rach says, I will be asking for some of my shop fees back. Yes. Well, I did have a short conversation with them before the live last night, and I will be getting back onto them after this today because I haven't checked it, honestly. I haven't checked it today, but I doubt whether it's going to be fixed that quickly. But, yeah, I haven't had a chance this morning to check it. Good morning. Are we talking about variation listings again? Yes, I'm going to have to start calling you Octo. Well, they're broken backs. I can't do variation listings. That's what I'm talking about. It's the end of the world. It's Armageddon. Recommerce Dave, good morning. Morning, GG and everyone, and the esteemed, benevolent, aspiring dictator. Yeah, don't encourage him. Ha ha ha. T's and C's will say otherwise. Yeah, I bet. I bet they will. There'll be no getting a discount on my fees at all. But, I would say at the moment, I'm having a really big push at listing close at the moment. But but I'd say probably easily a third of my listings every day of my new ones are variations. So what do you do? So the eBay banners I found is interesting because, my video's like taken off, and I mean taken off. And on the good news, overnight, Grumpy Granny Reads has had a video that has hit 10,000 views. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's really cool. The other thing I wanted to let people know too is that on Tuesday night in my Discord, so anyone that's not a member, jump over and join GG's Discord. What's back saying? Win the $500 depop comp, GG. Oh, I didn't know there was one. Is there one? Why hasn't it popped up? I bet it's popped up in the app on the phone and not popped up on the computer, probably. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. And my one of my most recent ones, the old Postman, that's now at about 3,500. So it's also starting to get a bit of push too. So which is really exciting. So in the Discord, every week we have a weekly chat on a Tuesday night. And so every second week it's like book club, and it's not about reading books, it's about how to sell books. And then on the alternate ones, we've been doing like a clothing sort of discussion. But on Tuesday night, I changed my mind, and the inspiration came to me somewhere along the line that, because there was a lot of people feeling a bit down about sales, and I know what it's been like. Rach says, I listened on Depop this morning, Bax. I'm winning it, sorry. Oh, okay. Yes, listing close on Depop, I think, ends today. Every closed listing goes into the draw to win $500. Long shot. Oh, well, I did list a bit on there yesterday and the day before, so maybe. You never know. You're luck in a big city. So back to the Discord chat. So I opened it up, and what we talked about was even though we seem to have low sales, what is actually working for you? And honestly, it was a fantastic conversation. We went around pretty much everyone in the room. There are a couple that don't like to talk, and that's fine. Some communicated through the messaging side of things. But it was a really fantastic chat. I haven't finished editing that video, but that will be up on my YouTube channel today. I'll do it after this because it was really excellent. So do go and have a listen. It's not anything good, exciting to look at because pretty much, I could do some. Seeing as it was just us talking, I could put some pretty, fantasy background to it if you like. Would you like that? Back says to Rach, there's no prize for second place. Aww. That's a bit rugged, isn't it? One prize and one prize only. Yeah, maybe I'll put a pretty background on the discussion because, honestly, there's nothing to look at other than the little boxes on the Discord lighting up when people are talking. So, yeah, nothing exciting at all. So maybe I'll do that. And then I won't have to try and tee up the video to the audio. So that would be good. Recommerce Dave, congratulations on the 10K. Will you be getting a print run for your Haunted Billabong book? If it gets some more, it's only had 169 views or something, I think. Oh, no, maybe it's up to 300 and something now. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, it's doing okay, but it's not super duper. But yeah, I kind of would like to get into doing that, but is there a want? That's the thing. That is the thing. Would people, if I did it, would I be throwing my money away? I guess yeah. Cole says, congrats on the 10K views for the reads. Great job. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. Exciting. That's the most views I've ever had on any video. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. So, now let's get back to this bloody eBay update. So, this is what I found out was going to be, or that has either been implemented or is being implemented. Dave says, do an ebook and put it into Kindle. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I mean, yeah, that is a good idea because, I mean, essentially the pages are all there. All I would have to do is, make it into whatever format they have. So I could look into that. Rach says, where are you selling those sticker removal keyring things? Yeah, I'm just waiting I've just got to sort out the postage because, well, maybe you guys can tell me. Do you want me to send them tracked if you buy them? In which case you'll have that much postage on top, like you'll have $9.99 postage on top of, or, yeah, no, I could probably put them in maybe a $6 tracked envelope. Or do you want them to come untracked? Just in a little... I can't put them straight into an envelope because you could tell that it's not... Yeah, you'd be able to tell that they're not a letter, let's say. Like, you can tell that's not a letter. So, but I think I can get it... most of them, I think I can get them flat enough that I should be able to put them... Well, maybe I could put the option. Maybe I should put the option. Nah, says Rachel. I trust you. Thank you. Beck says, untracked is fine, but they must be able to unlock an LD shopping trolley. There might be some that have got little things on the other end that might open the trolley, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would. I don't know. That's about the width of a $2 coin, isn't it? Maybe they would. But then you'd have to actually take it off the keyring to do that. But then you have to take the LD thing off the keyring too. So, yeah, maybe. Maybe that is. Maybe. I'll get on to that. Possibly not today. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, I'll stop singing. So, there's supposed to be an enhanced messaging interface, which everybody would have seen by now. Well, I think most of us have got it, which is the unified conversion threads. It says it's rolled out a new messaging system that consolidates all past interactions between buyers and sellers, blah, blah, blah. Now, I do have an issue with it because when you go into your messages, even if you haven't clicked on the message, it opens it up and says that it's read. So, yeah. I think that's not very good. Rach says, give us a shout in the Discord group when you're ready. Yes, I will. I've just got, because today's my, because I'm interested, it's my film editing and making day. So, if I go off doing other stuff, then that doesn't get done. Or then I'm up till 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually, I think my creative video making skills for kids' movies and stuff is at its best around 2 o'clock in the morning, I've decided. So I haven't checked this out yet, but apparently there are international shipping simplifications. Has anyone noticed this? And I thought, well, I've hardly been getting any international sales, so maybe I need to go in and check that out. So there should be a new shipping preferences toggle. New shipping preferences toggle. A new toggle within shipping preferences allows eBay to manage international shipping complexities automatically, even to previously excluded locations. This simplifies that processes and expands sellers' global reach. So I'm not sure if that is everywhere across the board. So we'll have to see. Bax, the new messaging system is good, bad, quick to send replies. Yeah, good to send quick replies, but not so good for in-depth messages. Yep, agreed. Give postage option untracked or tracked. Yes. Good idea. Good idea. Put them in a banged up DVD case. Yes. Excellent idea. Thank you, Dave. So has anybody seen the international shipping thing? I don't know. Expanded global reach. Sellers can now reach more international buyers with less hassle as eBay handles distribution, logistics, and compliance. So that must be the global shipping thing. So I'm not sure whether that is actually implemented here in Australia. So, yeah. Back says, good call, Recommerce Dave. I do that with collector cards and anything low cost and will safely fit. Old VHS cases are good. Yeah, I've done VHS cases quite a few times for different things. I even made a video about that. Back in the deep dark days. I reckon that was nearly one of my earliest videos. Wasn't far off. Next, auction payment reforms. Preset payment methods. So what they're doing is, if you participate in an auction, you have to set up your preferred payment method and shipping address before you're allowed to place a bid. And then there's a confirmation window. So after they win the bid, buyers have 1 hour to confirm or adjust their payment and shipping details. If not confirmed in this time frame, the order is processed automatically. So I'm assuming they have that 1 hour to cancel, which is fair enough too. But yeah, let's not talk about the other uncancelled. Let them cancel anytime they like. Reduced unpaid items. These changes go to minimise the number of unpaid items and streamline the auction process, ensuring smoother transactions for sellers. Yes, and then we have the changes, of course, to the cancellation processes, which means more cancellations. And I've even been hit with that. Improved tools to grow your business. Now, this is what's coming. Are you excited? No? Is it what's coming? Or what's been? I'm not sure. Maybe it's already what has been put in. So there's the improved tools to grow your business. So you've got sell it faster recommendations and new tools designed to help sellers optimize their listings and increase sales efficiency and to cost you more money. Easier access to sale events, enhancements that allow sellers to participate more seamlessly in various sale events organised by eBay. Haven't seen that yet. Run your business more efficiently, optimize business operations, updates to the Seller Hub and other management tools to help sellers manage their operations more effectively. Well, there is the little return on investment for your ad spend down the bottom. That's one thing. But, I would rather them have not put that there, and then I would rather them have not broken the variation listing tool. Just saying. Good morning, Sandra. I'm just reading a few exciting things that are happening at eBay. Seller protections. Hey, this is a ripper. Seller protections. Enhanced protections. New measures to safeguard sellers' interests, reducing risks associated with selling on the platform. I bet we're all seeing that. Fees and financial updates. So there's fee adjustments and changes in eBay's fee structures, and there is an update, including updates, but I didn't have time, like it was 2:30 when I did this morning. I didn't have time to go and check, but apparently there's updates to the final value fees in specific categories like jewellery. So I'm not sure whether that's going up or down and what other categories are going to be affected. That will be the interesting thing. G'day, Hilly. Good morning, good morning. Rach says hello to Sandra. Or Sandra. I should say Sandra because that's how they say it in South Australia. And it says, Hilly says hello to everyone. And Graham's in the house. Morning, Graham. Cheeky, you. There's also there's also user agreement updates, policy changes, so updates to eBay's user agreements that sellers need to be aware of to stay compliant. So, and I think most of us would be aware of that with the things. And there's so also you've only got until December 24 to be in compliance with any sellers targeting buyers in the EU and Northern Ireland must update their listings to comply with the new general product safety regulations by December 24. So yeah, and I guess like even myself, I should look at that because you never know. I mean, it's a good idea to have a look at those things in case you do sell something over there. Supposed continued improvements aimed at making global shipping even easier and more efficient. I mean, I guess you guys in America are going to get that more so than us, but you never know. Maybe, maybe even one day my dream will come true and whatnot will come to Australia. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Tips for sellers to prepare for all these updates. Update listings. Ensure all your listings comply with the new general product safety regulations, especially if you sell to the EU and Northern Ireland. Number 2, optimize communication. Utilize the enhanced messaging interface to improve interactions with buyers and provide better customer service. 3, leverage new tools. Take advantage of the new Sell It Faster recommendations and other tools introduced in the updates to boost your sales and spend more money while you're doing it. That I said that last bit I added on. Ad lib. Number 4, adapt to payment reforms. Be aware of the auction payment reforms to minimize unpaid items and ensure more reliable transactions. 5, explore advertising options. Use the enhanced promoted listings and stores feature to increase your product visibility and reach more buyers and spend more money doing it. And manage shipping efficiently. Utilize the new shipping preferences toggle. And look, one of the things is, and Josh Galt was talking about it on the live he did overnight, which I'm about halfway through watching, that, like Google's not really, essentially, they're not paying for the Google ad spend that they were for us. They want us to go to, like, they've put the onus on us for that by, these advanced promotions. Problem with updates is they update an area but don't know all the links that might be impacted. Exactly. Too expensive and time consuming to thoroughly test it, easier to get users to test and complain. I quite agree with you. Happens every year, doesn't it? Like, I think last year, was it this time last year or was that before? Look, my advertising dashboard was broken. I couldn't do any promotions, couldn't get in there to fix any policy, like any promotions that I already had running. It was broken. So, yeah. Graham Hilly, are you the one going on about purchasing bubble mailer, going towards your AusPost band discount? You buy in post office and scan through. No, it doesn't. It does not anymore. It does not. Come on, the bubble mailers are not classified. The only thing that goes towards your band upgrade is the satchels. And they do not class bubble mailers as a satchel. That's a bubble mailer, not a satchel. According to Australia Post, I've had the confirmation by email and by phone because I had the discussion with them why I hadn't gone back up to, because I dropped off band 4 when I got sick, and at the end of the financial year, so I dropped off it, and, I'd purchased, I did a bulk order of the small bubble mailers, and, yes, they don't count anymore because I got in touch with them. So, no, they do not. That's GG. I think GG checked and they're not on the list. Exactly. Wow, they changed it. Yeah, they did. So they did it sneakily because it actually says satchels. And when I asked the guy, when I was talking to the guy on the phone, he was really nice. I said, why did they change that? And he goes, I have no idea. Like, you could see and hear it in his voice that he didn't think it was a good idea either. Which then brings the whole question, like for me, say, a lot of the books that I sell are under 500 grams. Even if they were in a bubble mailer, they would still be under 500 grams. So it's actually going to be better for me to buy generic bubble mailers from somewhere else that are cheaper than the ones that I get from Australia Post, and put my books in there and then do them as a, own packaging under 500 grams, which is still going to be the same cost as a small bubble mailer to post. And that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I've still got a lot of small bubble mailers because, as I said, I bought a bulk lot. Like, I bought 3 boxes. So, although I've gone through a couple of them already. So, yeah, it begs the question. So, that's what I'm looking at. And Back says there needs to be discussion on the cheapest bubble mailers you can buy, as I won't be using them much anymore. Yeah. I mean, look, I see it with me because I do sell books. I will still have to have some of theirs, because there are going to be those books that are over the 500 grams that will need to go, in the small size bubble mailer. But it'll be interesting to see how many I go through once I get the generic ones. A lot of people using Bubbles mailer, yes. It's not the first time they've changed what contributes to the band rating without making an announcement on it. They just buried it within their policies, even staff are unaware. Exactly. And Hilly knows, his post person told him that they were. People were going into their post offices and asking and getting told. And my postmaster, I discussed it with him, my postmaster didn't know either. So, the other interesting thing too is that the boxes also are not covered. They do not, if you buy boxes from Australia Post, they do not contribute towards your band saving. Only the express post boxes. So again, they're getting at you. I use a generic PM2 mailer that slides into an AP satchel. Okay, I get you. So you are using a PM2 little bubble mailer, and you slide that into an Australia Post satchel, which gets you around, if it's over the 5 kilos. I mean, it's over 5 kilos, God. If it's over the 500 grams, okay, I'm with you. Sorry to the international people, because this will be totally confusing you, Mary Jo. Kilograms, same as a kilogram. Yes, it is. It is. Works out cheaper than an Australia Post bubble mailer. Yes, it would. The only thing would be, width-wise, I'd still carry some of their smalls, because width-wise, some, like the satchels, are not as wide as the mailers. And if you've got a wide book. But yeah, look, and as much as I love putting my jeans and clothing into the bubble mailers, because it's nice for the customer at the other end, they're going to have to change too. Like, I sent a really nice, yesterday I posted a really nice vintage silk little jacket, fully lined jacket. Just lovely design, straight from the 80s. Early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Yeah. And I mean, I would want to send that with a little bit of more protection than just sticking it in a vinyl satchel. So yeah, we need to have discussions. Sounds good, Rob. Maybe post a Discord when you have time, please. Good idea. Agree with Rob. Only advantage of the AP Australia Post bubble mailer is it's slightly larger than the satchel. Yes. And there will be instances, because you can't, whilst you can fold a pair of jeans up and to get them or roll them up, Bax apparently is, I must get him to video that, he's very good at getting them in there, but you can't roll a book up. So if the book's just that wide, yeah. But I think for me, because I make the cardboard sleeves, I have no problem, I don't think, going to doing the cardboard sleeve, putting that inside a generic bubble mailer and sending it as a, own packaging for the small, if it doesn't fit widthwise into the thing. So yeah, Rob says he carries both. Yeah, and I think that's going to be. That's the pain in the. I have really bad sciatica in my backside, and it's like right in my backside at the moment, and that's what this feels like. It's a pain in that area. Because one of the things I find really good with using the flat rate Australia Post satchels is I carry small, medium, large, which I was going to get rid of the medium anyway because I hardly ever use them. So I figured once the ones I've got have gone, I won't bother with them anymore. And I mean, I could probably even use those to get rid of them. I could probably even use those and put an own packaging under 500 gram on them. And the large, so small and large. I'd only have small and large, and then I have my flat pack boxes for my hats, and that's been it. So, it all becomes an issue. Oh, okay. There are also bubble pouches. Interesting. All right. Rob, you are quite right. Medium Australia Post satchels are good as tits on a ball. I agree. Absolutely useless. I very rarely, I bought a box. I'm honestly being truthful now. I am going to say, in the time that I've been reselling, which is 2.5 years now, I have bought two medium boxes. And that's it. Over that whole 2.5 years. I don't know why I bought the second box, but I did, thinking I needed them. But yeah. Because I think oftentimes something that's going to fit in a medium, I tend to weigh that now anyway, because if it's light enough, it can still go as a small, using the calculated shipping thing. Never thought you'd hear that coming out of my mouth, but it's true. It is true. So what else? Let me see. Is there anything else? It tells you to stay informed. Visit the eBay Seller Center for updates. She never has anything on it. Join the eBay community. Engage with other sellers and stay updated through the eBay community. Do you know, I've only ever asked questions in there a couple of times, and I don't know. Is it just me, or do the people that'll go in there very snarky? I don't think it's a great place for beginners to ask questions, because it appeared to me the couple of times that I used it, that they, didn't get the great response. So Rob's tip is to use a heat gun to stretch the mailer just that little bit over that larger item. Nice, Rob. Well, you'd have to be careful so that you didn't melt it, would you not? Okay. We'll have discussions on that. Maybe we need a video demonstration in the Discord. That'd be fun. That would be... Yeah, what's other people's thoughts on the eBay community? On eBay, the actual community on eBay. And then it says, follow e-commerce news sites. Websites like e-commerce Bytes and Web Retailer provide ongoing coverage of changes on eBay, including fee adjustments, new policies, and seller tools. In fact, I find there's probably more information on those websites than there is on the eBay update page or eBay news. Just saying. So dates to remember. Key dates to remember for the future are December 2024, deadline to comply with the general product safety regulations. It doesn't actually say, it just says December 2024. So does that mean the 1st of December or the 30th, 31st of December. Or maybe it means the 26th of December, which is my birthday. Just saying. See, I don't know. Don't know. And I'm going to now delete that document forever. Do I need to? Oh, no, I better not delete it right now. Just in case. So what else have we got to talk about? Come on, give me some conversation topics. Because that is the end of, my world. Or should I check whether the variation listing tool is working or not? Maybe we'll try that. Let's just go and share my screen. Probably shouldn't do this because it's just as likely to go, oh, I know what I was going to do. Let me come back here because there is a surprise. If I find it. Well, I did it last night, but you can have cutesy little circles now, which is pretty cool. Right, so let's go back. So let's go have a look at my draft that I started and see what gives. So I'll go into my draft. And I was not game. I've got putting up Goosebumps books at the moment, and honestly, every day over the last few days I've been adding more in there, and so I had the photos ready to go for the next lot to go in there, but honestly, I was too concerned that it would bugger that up, so I didn't want to go in there. So from here, you can actually see what's in there that I've got listings in there. There's 12, but when I go edit. Oh, they've fixed it. Woohoo. Well, that's something. That is something. All right, stop sharing that. Thank God for that. Because that's what I went to go in there to add my photos in yesterday and couldn't. So, woohoo. I can't believe they fixed it overnight. I mean, it was pretty vital that they fix it. Save and close. I believe. Well, now I can have a happier knowledge for the day. And then oh no, God, I hit list it instead of bloody save for later. Oh, you guys can't see that because I stopped sharing. Also, I now know that I don't have to spend the rest of the day either on the phone or trying to get on the phone or in the chat talking to eBay. Back says, in 20 years, I've hardly ever been on eBay community pages. When I have done research, they seem a bit narky at times. Yes, agreed. You have to sift through BS to find facts. I agree. Well, actually, they've all got a bit of an octo attitude, haven't they, in there? I think. With the EU December requirements, is that business sellers or now includes private sellers. I have noticed that they now ask 3 questions if posting to Europe on business account, but not on private account. Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, apparently I haven't. Oh, and that's the thing. Like yesterday, traffic has been so bad coming into our stores, which is why I believe the sales are down because I've been keeping an eye on it. Now, yesterday, for example, and I end and sell similar 100 to 150 items a day. I choose my oldest items that have had no views or 1 or 2 views because obviously they're not because if they've been there for frozen. G'day. Hopefully you can still hear me. Can someone let me know if you can still hear me or no? I suppose I won't be able to see that, will I? No, it looks like it's my computer. I'm back. Can you see me? Can't hear you, Rob. Quick, she's had a stroke. Yes, indeed. Yeah, look, it's really difficult because she's gone. 911. Yeah, good on you. Welfare check. Uh, StreamYard have also made a heap of updates. You know, like I can have the pretty circle and everything. But that is also causing its own issues. So I think the technology is getting a bit tough for this poor old computer. So that will be the aim of the game this year. But the way things are going, I'm not sure whether there'll be the funds to buy a new one. But yeah, I need to update the computer is what needs to happen to keep up with what they're doing on the websites, like everything you go into. And it's great to have all this technology, but when your system doesn't keep up with it. Time for Octo to take over. No, not likely. Probably gone for a coffee. Oh, now the Discord's just opened on me automatically. I'm back. Yes, indeed. So StreamYard have made a heap of updates. A lot of updates actually, but you know, even in the half an hour live I did last night, my laptop froze. So I can't. It becomes difficult if you want to share a screen or that sort of thing because you know things aren't coping with it, which is not good. Not good when you're trying to do live streams, which is the go. So I don't know. So that's where I am. Yeah, a bit of Fireball. I'm going to bloody need some Fireball when I get off here, I tell you. That is for certain. That is for sure. So I'll still be a very grumpy granny if this sort of thing keeps up. Maybe I'll just go back to the good old normal format and we'll see what happens. You can even have rounded corners on the square rectangles. Look, or I can do this. I can have a square. So there's all these changes everywhere in all the things, and our systems aren't keeping up, which is making it tough. Bex wants to know, so when are we doing the Friday Night Lives when you get on the Captain Morgan? Well, Octo's taken my spot at the moment. So maybe I could do a different night, or I could start after he finishes, which is a bit hard because you never know whether he's going to talk for an hour or whether he's going to talk for 2 hours. That's the issue. Yeah, he did. He stole my Friday nights. Yes, you'd think he would have kept them for me, wouldn't you, really? Octo, who dat? Yes, agreed. Or he's Josh Minion Josh, as he likes to say, Minion J. Interesting, isn't it? All right, well, that's it for me, I think, this morning, because I don't have anything else to discuss with you. And I am going to go. Recommerce Dave says, well, those IT staff need to do something, otherwise why keep employing them? Yeah. Well, at least they've fixed the variation listings. Scotty Garvin, good morning. Good morning, young lady. Hope you feel better. I am. Back to my grumpy self. Thank you very much. Hilly says, Mikey says he loves your outfit and the hair rollers are divine. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mikey. Yes, this is my signature look. This is. Indeed it is. Combine it and you can heckle him. Yeah, well, yeah, it'd be good if he wasn't working. He could come on here and, but Friday night, maybe. Maybe I could just sneak into his live stream. I have the ability to just sneak in there. Whether he would put me on screen or not's another thing, but maybe I'll try it. Let's see if he's listening right now. And he's probably just not. He's probably not actually even listening. So maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow night. I'll just sneak in there and see if he actually puts me on screen. Because you can I can get in there, but if I would be just sitting in the back. if he doesn't put me up on the screen. Is he working or fitting in an office? Sitting in an office, I think, most likely, I would have to say. So I am working on, so for those of you that have had a look at my Let's Read Granny channel, with my kids' books, for those of you that have seen The Haunted Billabong, which is starring Grubby Granny and Octo, I am actually working on story number 2 for those characters. The script's written. I just have to create the book and or video. Yes, I did figure that. I can kind of read like fat finger disease typing. That's what I call it, fat finger disease. Because it happens to me quite often. And that's why I still love, and I don't have it on my laptop, which is what I'm using at the moment, but on the desktop computer, which also needs badly updating because I can't upgrade it anywhere past what it is now because the insides are so old. Because I built that computer myself quite a few years ago now. And where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So the keyboard on there, that keyboard is over 30 years old. It's one of those good old clicky, clunky, non soft touch little keyboards. It's a good old clicky computer, and I love it. And I can type really fast on it because I'm so used to using it. Recommends Dave, need to fix Octo's voice. Wasn't its usual disgruntled voice. Oh, honestly, Dave, it was the weirdest thing because I figured the best way to get Octo's true essence into that story was to have him actually voice over the script. So I gave him the words that he needed to say. And what can I say? The original voice that he used sounded so like a happy little minion Josh as opposed to the disgruntled octopus. So that's why I had to actually slow the speed down and change the tone a little bit to actually try and get it to make it sound disgruntled off what the recording that he gave me. So yeah, it wasn't ideal. But the best part was the bit at the front where he did the mumbling. That was correct, I thought. But I'm busy at the moment trying to create. So my new one that I'm doing at the moment is based on my 2 grandsons who are both 5. They were born 2 days apart. So Percy and Wyatt. And it's based on them showing the boys and girls not all, but some of the weird and wonderful animals we have in Australia. And it's going along quite well, except for the part of the voices. Because I need voices for them. Now, when I actually make up voices when I'm reading a proper book, not a proper book, a real book, I make up voices when I'm doing that. And my kids used to love it and my grandkids love it. But I'm not actually consistent when it comes to recording those voices when I'm reading the book to have the voices the same. And in this instance, it's mostly not me talking, it's mostly the boys talking. And so I need sort of consistent voices. So I thought, well, I'll just go and get a AI voice of 2 kids. Kids' voices, no one's got them. Well, and the ones that do not have Australian accents. Trying to get some of the Australian accents in the AIs. So if anyone does know of an AI text to voice that does have good Australian accents, even if it's not kids, but they do have good Australian accents, please let me know because I'll use them in a heartbeat. What I've done at the moment, so I use Filmora for my film editing, and that has a new thing in it now too, where you can do text to voice, but you can actually get it has built-in voices, which are all either UK or US. But you can actually record your own voice and get it to generate a character off that. It's okay-ish. The first one I did, when I did the first one, so I recorded my voice, but some of the words had this real southern US slang, like twang to it, like, so it sounded like I lived in Alabama, I think. But so I do need to. I have worked on that a bit better. It's coming out a bit better. It's not great, but it's a little bit better. But if someone does know of a text to voice AI that has good, decent voices or Aussie voices, yes, please let me know. That would be great. And with that, I am going to go and leave you, boys and girls, and because that's what I'll be doing, is actually recording some more stuff for my kids' channel and for this channel. And yes, I will see you when I see you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow night in OCTO'S Live. Let's see if I can get